He was like a brother to me, the kind of friend you trust blindly, the kind of man you invite into your home without a second thought, because you believe he'd guard your world like it was his own. And for years, that's exactly what I thought he did. We grew up together, fought side by side through life's storms, celebrated victories like kings. And when I married the love of my life, the woman I believed was my forever, he stood by my side, smiling like he was proud, like my happiness was his happiness. And I never doubted that, not once. Not even when he became a constant presence in our lives, dropping by unannounced, sharing drinks, laughing with her in the kitchen while I grilled in the backyard, joking that he'd always watch her back if I ever messed up, and I'd laugh because why wouldn't I? He was family, and God, she was everything to me, my heartbeat, my safe harbor, the woman who once looked at me like I was the only man in the universe. I gave her 16 years of love, passion, and loyalty, waking up every day determined to be the man she deserved, holding her close on nights when the world felt too heavy, whispering promises in the dark, making love like time didn't exist. Like every kiss was an unspoken vow, because with her, it was never just physical. It was spiritual, like two souls melting together until nothing else mattered but the sound of her breath against my skin, and I thought she felt the same. I thought every "I love you" she whispered against my lips was a sacred truth. Until the night that tore my world apart, a night that began like any other, quiet and unremarkable, except for the way my gut twisted when I walked into our bedroom and saw something that burned itself into my mind forever. Her perfume lingering heavier than usual, the sheets slightly undone, and voices, hushed, intimate, too close. I followed the sound, my pulse pounding like war drums, and when I pushed open the door to the guest room, my reality shattered into a million jagged pieces, because there they were, my wife, my everything, tangled up in his arms, her head thrown back in pleasure, his mouth on her skin like he owned it, their bodies moving with the kind of hunger I thought was ours alone. And in that moment, time stopped. The air vanished from my lungs, and I felt something inside me die, something I'll never get back, because betrayal isn't just a wound. It's an explosion that burns everything you built, leaving nothing but ash and silence. They didn't see me at first, and maybe a part of me wished they never would, because watching them, frozen in a sick mix of rage and heartbreak, I realized this wasn't a mistake. This wasn't a drunken lapse in judgment. This was desire, raw, relentless, and deliberate. And that hurt more than anything, more than the sight of her nails raking down his back, more than the sound of her voice whispering his name like a secret prayer, because it meant that somewhere along the way I lost her, and I never even saw it coming. When they finally looked up, her eyes went wide, horror replacing lust, and he had the audacity to open his mouth like he could explain, like there were words that could stitch my soul back together after what I saw, but nothing came out, just silence, the kind that screams louder than thunder. And in that silence, memories flooded my mind. The nights we spent dreaming about growing old together, the laughter echoing in our home, the way she used to kiss me like I was her oxygen, and all of it felt like a cruel joke now, like I'd been living in a beautiful lie while the truth rotted beneath the surface, waiting to devour me. I wanted to yell, to tear the walls apart, to ask her how she could take the love I poured into her heart and set it on fire for this. For him, for a man I trusted more than anyone, but no words would come, just this crushing weight in my chest and a ringing in my ears like the universe was mocking me. And as tears stung my eyes, I did the only thing I could. I walked away, each step heavier than the last, leaving behind the woman I once called my soulmate and the man I once called my brother, because sometimes the deepest cuts don't come from strangers. They come from the hands you held, the hearts you trusted. And no matter how much time passes, no matter how much healing you chase, you'll never forget the night love turned into betrayal, the night brotherhood turned into betrayal, the night everything you believed in died quietly, without warning, in the arms of the two people you'd have taken a bullet for, and that's the kind of pain no one prepares you for. The kind that doesn't just break you, it changes you forever.